So apparently, there is a Cortland County District Attorney in New York by the name of Mark Suben, who recently was reelected, but 10 days after his reelection, he admitted to acting in 1970s porn movies, or at least a handful of them, in addition to acting in some plays and commercials and whatnot. But he did act in those adult films, and there were actual, YouTube video made and showing some of the scenes and whatnot. So he admitted to that, and he was not a law student or not practicing law while he was doing these adult films. So basically, the minor controversy is that he was in these films and it's funny. He has a mustache, had a mustache back then. He's a district attorney. He's a professional. His indiscretions as a youth are being bantered about or tossed about in late night talk shows, etc. But the big thing is that he lied. According to this article, let's see, the Post Standard received an anonymous tip about his appearance in porn movies in the 70s less than 2 weeks before Election Day. Suben denied the allegation up and down and threatened to sue if the story were published. He blamed the smear on his opponent, Republican Keith Dayton. So he really made it much, much worse than it had to be. If he would have come clean, oh, right, because, yeah, if he would have come clean during that time, right, when he was trying to get reelected, perhaps he wouldn't be facing a lot of pressure, public pressure and private pressure to resign, right? Because these movies he did were 35, 40 years ago. And it doesn't seem like that many people, at least in the articles I'm reading online, really care that much about it. I mean, would it matter, right? If he's been doing his job and, he was in his 20s, it was something that he did to make money or for fun or whatever, way before he started his law career. So, he initially lies, and then 10 days after the election, he admits to it. And he says, this would cost me the election or ruin my career if he were to admit to the acting in the porn movies. But now, this is because he's an attorney. I think people are thinking, if he lied this one time, does it mean that he could lie again? Is it easy for him to lie? And also, is it a lie more prominent or more significant because he is not only an attorney but a district attorney for the Cortland County? What do you think? Doesn't it seem like it was strictly? I don't think it necessarily means that it's not a pattern of lying. It's that it's trying to just keep his job, trying to, number one, keep his job, and number two, so he can continue to keep his reputation, so he can continue to practice law, and even if he were to not get reelected, that he would continue making a career, have a career. But now he's made things even worse. So it'll be interesting to see if he steps down or resigns. So what do you think? Should he resign? I don't think he should. I mean, I don't know the guy. I don't know his past, but apparently there were no other, in terms of his last 4 years as district attorney, there have been no other public or issues with his record of being honest or dishonest. So Mark, I think you should stick with your job. But man, don't be stupid. Don't lie.